no changes to the long-term monitoring situations, same as last week. We don't have 2 live sessions. I'll have to delete this. I lied. But the link is here for the, and Craig's already put it in the link on the side here in the chat area for the live session on Tuesday. There's another reminder about it there. So, and the news has been done and it's all up here on the site already. There's 4 pink or magenta items this week. There's one coming up on Tuesday, the Aussie cash rate. So during the Tokyo session, essentially. And where's the other one? Counted 4. Sorry, creaky voice. Must have overdone it. Okay, maybe 3. CAD and the US dollar. So these magenta ones are the ones that Eusebio will hang around for to see if you can actually make money off them when there's, because they generally produce some sort of nice movement. Just to reiterate, anything that's marked with a major applies to the smaller time frames, M5 or anything lower than the H4s. And when there's a major on the particular pair that your currency that you're trading in your pair, then don't place any orders 1 hour prior and get out of them half an hour before the news comes out. This is to avoid spikes because they can really smack you around. If you're trading time frames higher than the H4, anything marked with an H4, then the same thing applies. Just get out of the trade or be really careful half an hour before it starts if you're in the trade, and don't place any orders 1 hour prior. This is because the market jumps up and down sometimes if there's a surprise. Haven't been too many lately, but the idea is to protect your account. It's not about protecting your profits. So, and the non-farm payroll used to be a huge major. I'm not too sure it even warrants an exclamation mark anymore, Eusebio, but hey.
Not anymore for the moment, because things will come to a normal state when the situation will be a little more predictable. For the moment, time are uncertain. So this is one of the reasons why the non-farm payroll is not working for the moment. So, but the non-farm payroll will come back. A very important news in the future.
Yeah, and a moment in Forex time can be like months and years.
Oh,
so,
yeah, sure.
Yeah,
sure.
Yep. So it's not just next month. It could be a couple of years away. We've got the top 10 pair list down here. So these are the ones that have moved the best over the past 4 months. Looking at them, the ranges have been pretty steady for the last month or two, with the bottom ones, the ones that right out at the peak, still having reasonably good movements in them. So, and these ones up here have been kind of choppy over the past month. You'll see from the charts. So if you're having difficulty trying to trade them, then swap down to the slower ones perhaps. Less money, but less stress, and perhaps better movements out of them. On a daily basis, I've got these ones listed here, and for the people that are watching the pair bias advantage, I've also included these as well as the NewsWatch in the pair bias advantage sheet. So it's trying to keep everything in the one place for you. So you've got one portal, as I used to say. It used to confuse the hell out of me. What the hell's a portal? Anyway, so it's just a page with as much information on it as possible. And down here I've got a bunch of smooth movers. So these are kind of like the out of the top 28, we have the top 10 sitting up here, and then these are just a few more underneath that have reasonably good ranges, but not as big as the top 10. Still smooth moving, not as much money again, but if the top ones are super volatile, like the pound used to be, just spiking up and down 40 pips or 80 pips, if somebody sneezed and said the word Brexit at the same time, or sounded like they said it, then it paid to not sort of go anywhere near the pound, because it was so you could get hurt quite easily with it. So hence why we had the smooth movers, just to capture things that are less stressful to trade, and you could sort of make some more money out of, but not perhaps not quite as much as if you weren't as proficient as the big ones. and also the indices there. So, and down the bottom here, just some bits of information about how to trade that information that I've already been through. So just a reminder if you get stuck, and if you have any questions about it, or if you see any mistakes that I've made, generally it's me, or yeah, anything that you're not sure about, just please ask. We are not infallible, except between the hours of 9 and 8. And what else? Okay, that's it for the NewsWatch. Incidentally, got asked by Manny, if you're listening, Manny, the NewsWatch is done on the weekend after the scrolling party, but some weekends it's a bit strange, and this weekend was late because we did the promotion first yesterday, and then I was waiting for the non-farm payroll information. So yeah, generally I send out an email to all Maxes saying, hey, the NewsWatch is ready now, and you can go and grab it. Okay, the levels, price levels have been sent out already. You should have got them about an hour ago. If you haven't got them, let me know. If you want to get it on the free ones, then if you watch the video at the end of this, if you're watching this by video, the email that you received this in has got the links to subscribe to the free subscription, free levels service, and Eusebia also has a subscription service for a few bucks a month if you want another something like 30 levels done for you each week. And they take ages to do, about 3 hours. When Eusebia has been away, I produced them, and I thought I was doing something wrong because Eusebia bangs them out each week. And when I questioned him, he said, yes, it takes me 3 hours too. So I wasn't doing them wrong. They're just really hard work. Okay, so well worth the subscription, especially for the numbers that he does. And they last for ages. It was kind of quite cool going through and doing the levels, because you see lines coming in from months ago that were still valid, and price bouncing off them or taking off away from them. Anyway, that's what we're going to be talking a bit about today. Real information about support resistance zones. So any further, there was something else I wanted to bring up. It's only I found this week. Okay, there you can see my taskbar down the bottom here. One of the things which is possible, now I'm looking at the wrong screen, to do is, if I go keyboard, I'm only bringing this up just to show you. So on screen keyboard, bring this over here. So, and I'm finding this really helpful these days. With Windows 10, if you hit the Windows key, this one, and V, it says it's equivalent to hitting the Control key and V. This means paste. Control plus V will paste whatever it is into your, wherever you're pasting things. So if I bring up Notepad, and where'd that go? It's probably hidden somewhere. Okay, so if I want to type something, and then I come back and I'd go Control C, if those of you who don't know about it, you can right click and go copy, but you can also go Control C, and that will copy things as well. And then when you want to paste it, I know I'm teaching my grandmother to suck eggs, I can either go Control V, and it will paste it up here. So Control V, and it's pasted it back. Or with Windows 10, you can go Windows V, and it says, here's a list of everything that you've copied recently. What would you like to paste? So I can just pick the most recent thing, like that. Or if I do it again, one of the cool things with this, and this is why I'm using it, V, is that if you pin things, you click on the little dots on the side, you can pin them. So I pinned this several days ago, so I've been through several reboots, and it remembers it on my system. So if I have stuff like for the NewsWatch list, these are the colors for the background of some of the rows. I can just keep them in here. I don't have to go hunting through my spreadsheet or looking at the code that's in the background of the web sheet to see what the color code is. I've just got them copied here already. So it's nice and simple, and it's built into Windows 10. So that's Windows V to bring it up. There's a whole pile of other hidden things like that, but that will do for the moment. I think I've seriously messed this up well enough, and I'm going to switch back to